Hello everybody and welcome to W3L Wrestling Showdown here on the W3L Network. I am Stevie Wizard and we have got a special episode of Wrestling Showdown for you. In 2013, the World Wide Wrestling League celebrated its 10th year in existence, and to this end a documentary was created to mark a decade of top quality W3L action. All the stars of W3L were interviewed. There was lots of archived, never before seen footage put together. And guess what? It's finally available on DVD for you to see. Now that DVD contains the special 10-year anniversary documentary as well as 4 historic matches from the W3L archives. You will see Mike Musso defend the W3L Heavyweight title against Rowdy Ricky Knight in a lumberjack match. You're going to be seeing Nikki Storm defending the Women's Championship against Queen Carmel and Sarah in a triple threat match. You'll see tag team champions, the Soviet Wrecking Crew, taking on the highly popular Disco Biscuits for the tag team titles. And then you'll see the finals of the 2013 Seven Deadly Sins tournament as Nathan Reynolds takes on Allan Grogan in a last man standing match. 4 matches plus a documentary, well worth seeing. It's available from our website w3list.com for a mere £10. Get your orders in now, ladies and gentlemen, or of course you can pick them up at our live events. Those are 4 fantastic matches from the past of W3L. Do you fancy a 5th? Would you like to see a match from W3 archives for free? Well, guess what? That's what we're going to give to you here today. This match we're about to take you to is the match from the Road to Remedy show. It sees the W3L Heavyweight Champion Allan Grogan, who's backed up by Sarah, Damien Diamond and Charles Boddington, and he will defend the W3L Heavyweight title against the Drew Galloway. Let's take you to ringside. And it's main event time here on the Road to Remedy at the prestigious Ex-Servicemen's Club in Kelty. And the W3L Heavyweight title is on the line.
Shut your face! One thing I know is when we walked out here, is not one person stood on their feet and worshipped my man. Shut the hell up! Drew Galloway. Now, I must admit, excuse me, watch me. I'm not honestly, but anyway, he's I have stood in the ring with many superstars including Mick Foley, D.O. Brown, Marjorie, but with all badness aside, I must admit that I've never been so grateful to be standing in the ring with such a superstar like the natural Allan Grogan! And while I'm on the mic, I'd like to congratulate the local homeless convention, the local homeless people. There you go. Glad to see you get everybody wrong in your blood. Anyway, I know you people are a bit damn in a bit. Let's say it again. But let's say Drew. It's okay. It's okay. For all those people who haven't got a clue, I was this man's manager for 4 years solid. And in 4 years, you never, ever once shut this up! Not once did you bring a championship belt to me in 4 years, but in the space of months, my man became the W3L Heavyweight Champion. I'll deal with you later tonight. I think Kelty want you to shut your mouth and they want to see a championship match so that I can take the W3L Championship. Is that a fact? If you shut up for a second, we find out who the better man was. The Kelty, would you let me to knock out all four of these individuals? Mr. Referee, please ring the bell and keep this away from him.
And it's all kicking off here in Kelty at the ex-Servicemen's Club as the Drew Galloway attempts to wrest the W3L Heavyweight Championship away from the natural Allan Grogan. Now this is going to be a tough task because Grogan's been on a roll as of late since defeating none other than the well-dyed Southern boy Tracy Smothers for that title back in the August of 2006. He's been holding that belt almost to ransom. He's been a firm grip around it. He's beaten Drew McDonald to retain the title. He's beaten Mike Musso to retain the title. This is going to be his third defence of that belt. But it's going to be a tough task of beating the Drew Galloway, a man whose stock has risen inexorably over the past year or so. He's certainly become one of the best in Scotland, one of the best in the UK. He's travelling all over. He competes to the UK for All Stars, based over in Ireland as well. It's the first time he's been back in WTL in quite a while, but his achievements outside the Worldwide Wrestling League have convinced management to give him this shot at the title. But it's going to be a difficult task, not only because he's facing Allan Grogan, who's one hell of a talent, but look at who's at ringside. You've got the head of security, Damien Diamond. Talk about a physical man. You'll happily get involved, I'm sure. You've got Sarah, who of course you can't see me backing up for a second. And then there's the so-called manager of champions, Charles Boddington. And what makes this especially difficult for Drew Galloway is that he and Boddington used to be a unit. Boddington used to manage Drew Galloway, so he knows him inside and out. And it was only really after Boddington turned on Galloway that they split up. So I mean, what better thing for Allan Grogan to have in his corner than the man who knows Drew Galloway and has guided his career, so to speak. So it's going to make it very difficult for Galloway to get the belt away from Allan Grogan, but I'm sure he's going to give it 110%. And this crowd definitely want it. They want to see Allan Grogan losing the title here at the prestigious ex-Servicemen's Club in Kelty, and it could very well happen here tonight on the road to Remedy. But Grogan, rather cleverly taking his time, making Galloway wait for him, slowly pacing in the ring. He's in the ring, he's out the ring. Galloway would like that faster paced, more explosive match. Grogan's slowing it right down. Very smart strategy on his behalf. And Grogan will get some clapping going, but it's only Damien Diamond and Sarah that are bothering. None of the crowd are interested in anything Grogan's got. But they are all firmly behind Drew Galloway, and you cannot blame them. Such a dynamic star. I mean, he's really raised his game since he debuted back in 2002. He's worked so hard, and you can see physically he's in fantastic shape. He's been wrestling everywhere, catching the attention of promoters all over the UK and Ireland, and he bags Grogan in the corner. Of course, a clean break there. W3L's head official Clarence is making sure that the rules are fairly played, but Grogan claiming he had the hair pulled. There's no hair there to pull, Grogan. Come on, Galloway's fingers aren't that small. He can't get hold of the few wisps of hair you may have there. It's more like stubble you've got up there. There's a walk up. And Grogan with a handful of hair pulling Drew Galloway's hair there. Gained that extra advantage, backed him at the corner, but you see the referee couldn't really see it because Grogan had it out of his field of vision. And the power of Drew Galloway sends Allan Grogan careering across the ring. And Drew Galloway not happy about Grogan cheating, but to be honest, what would you expect? That's kind of what you're going to get, particularly when you've got Charles Boddington at ringside managing Allan Grogan. And here's an interesting fact, ladies and gentlemen. Drew Galloway's first match in 2002, guess who the referee for that match was? It was Allan Grogan. So there you go. Allan Grogan has known Drew Galloway pretty much his entire career. He's seen him in his very first match. He was there, the third man in the ring. So Grogan knows Galloway fairly well. Of course, Grogan having the advantage in the numbers at ringside, and also the champion's advantage too, because Galloway has to beat him. He doesn't have to beat Drew Galloway. And again, using the hair, and Grogan's going to take every shortcut he can. I mean, certainly physically, Galloway, the taller man, I'd say possibly quicker, maybe even stronger as well, as he is technically adept as Grogan. It's hard to say, but Grogan is certainly no slouch in the ring, believe you me. You don't get to be W3L Heavyweight Champion if you are. That's part of the reason that Drew Galloway has come back to W3L. Obviously he's been here since the beginning, but his other companies have perhaps prevented him from always appearing when he'd want to. But of course, every accolade he's gained in wrestling so far, it all pales in comparison to that W3L Heavyweight Championship. He definitely wants to get his hands on that, but he's got to go through Grogan to get it, and that's going to be a very tricky prospect. McIntyre working on the arm, controlling Allan Grogan. I'm sure Galloway is prepared, he's planned. I'm sure he's allowed for the fact he's got Sarah, Damien Diamond and Charles Boddington at ringside. I'm sure that's uppermost in his mind. So you see he's trying to control Grogan, keeping him in the centre of the ring, away from the ropes and away from Boddington and the cohorts at ringside. That's wear down an arm. Try and perhaps go for a submission, maybe. But certainly try and take away one of Grogan's weapons. I feel like it's going to be very hard to slam someone with suplex when he's only got one arm. Arm being wrenched there. Drew Galloway in that top wrist lock. Boddington trying to cheerlead the crowd, but they're having none of it. The only thing they are united in, this crowd, is the fact that they all dislike Charles Boddington. To be honest, who can blame them? And Galloway clamps on the side headlock. He's got that thing in tight. Grogan sinking to one knee. And even Damien Diamond trying to start now, but nobody's interested. They're all behind Galloway, who just runs through Grogan, goes straight for the cover. Down goes Clarence, only gets two. And back to the top wrestler. Certainly Drew Galloway's game plan is working out for him. And certainly his schedule has been quite manic over the past few months or so. And he's been wrestling everywhere, so he's as about in shape as you can get. He's like a finely honed knife, if you like. Allan Grogan hopes to blunt that knife he can. That pulling the hair is definitely going to help him on his quest. So he launches Galloway across the ring, and Galloway just ran right through him, and you see he goes straight for the pinfall again. Belying the experience he has, it's a very veteran style move. As soon as you get the opportunity to go for a pin, you take it. And he ran through Grogan and went for the pin there. But it was not to be so again, goes straight back to the top wrist lock. But Grogan, he's willing to wait this one out. Again, you don't become W3L Heavyweight Champion by a fluke. So you know he's happy to bide his time and just wait until an opportunity presents itself. And you see he's applied that side headlock, but it's the arm that's been worked on, so I'm not sure just how tight he can apply that. Oh, and Grogan, I think he thought he'd outsmarted Galloway, but he got caught with the snap there. And Galloway running over Grogan there, and just caught with a knee lift, and pummels him with some forearms. And Galloway's got him. He's going to set for a giant swing perhaps. No, he slingshots him, and Grogan crashing into the turnbuckles. And they'll roll up 1, 2, only 2. Drew Galloway getting closer and closer to this W3L Heavyweight title, and again, back to the arm, following the game plan, the strategy that he spent time working on. And he's had the opportunity to share changing rooms with some fantastic veterans of the British wrestling scene, and you know Galloway has picked their brains. He has his eyes set on becoming the best wrestler he can. He wants to get out and about, perhaps compete. As I say, he's wrestled over the UK and Ireland. I'm sure he wants to break it into Europe, North America, Japan, wherever he can go to become the very best wrestler that he can. And if anyone can do it, it's going to be Drew Galloway. He certainly has all the tools necessary, but he doesn't have the W3L Heavyweight Championship. And that blow from Grogan can make it harder for him to get it. As Grogan now finds a chink in the armour, if you like. Oh, Galloway blocks the hip toss and reverses it. And Grogan's really doing the back foot in this match. Not what you'd necessarily expect from the defending champion. and Grogan just dumps him down and gets kicked off. Allan Grogan's plan, I don't know what he went for, but what he was intending to do at the start of the match, but it's not working out at all. Galloway bouncing off the ropes. Grogan ducks, runs over him and takes the drop kick, and Grogan I think tried to stop himself short, but it wasn't enough. Both feet of Drew Galloway hit Allan Grogan and he hits the canvas, but he doesn't roll to the floor. Interestingly, Grogan is close to the ropes, so it'll be difficult for Galloway to follow up with a pinfall and drag him in the ring. And you see Boddington and Sarah have all gone into the other side trying to distract Drew Galloway, and it's worked. He took his eyes off the ball as Allan Grogan jumps him from behind. But Galloway is not having any of it, and he's had enough. He's going out after Grogan. This is going to be a mistake. This is definitely going to be a mistake, because there's that pack of wheels on the floor. Damien Diamond keeping it to view. I'm sure Galloway is keeping half an eye on him. I mean, how can you keep an eye on all 4 people in this match? 5, you can include the referee. And hang on, he moves Sarah out of the way. So Fish doesn't weigh a hell of a lot. And now Boddington just gets dumped to the side. Oh, and Diamond attacks him. No! He shrugs it off. And now Grogan gets him. I'm surprised Clarence hasn't called that one, but I guess shows you how important this match is. How much it means to all of W3L, both from the management and the wrestlers and the fans, that he did not call a DQ for Diamond's interference, but he would have been obligated to do so, you would have thought, but it's not to be. And that's allowed Grogan now to take the advantage over Drew Galloway. Slamming him into the ring canvas, and it's an unforgiving part of the ring. It's wood and it's metal. And you see Grogan has got Clarence distracted, as Boddington put in the boots, as Sarah's as well. Drew Galloway just, it's that handicap situation, like a 4-on-1 match. It's like being the last person left in your Survivor Series team against the entire opposing unit. And it's such a difficult circumstance to overcome the numbers advantage. And particularly in something like Diamond and Sarah, they're adept at getting involved physically. Damien Diamond wrestled before, he's had matches with Mike Musso. Sarah, of course, and she can certainly go in the ring. It just makes it so hard for Galloway, because he's got to watch the floor and his opponent at the same time, whereas Grogan can pretty much just concentrate on his opponent here. As he rakes the eyes of Drew Galloway on the top rope, and Allan Grogan is on no depths to which this man will stoop. He calls himself the Natural. You'd think that means he's gifted, he's some sort of wrestling gods, perhaps. It all comes easily to him, but he's shortcutting his way, he's cheating left, right and centre. But I guess when you've taken Charles Boddington on as your manager, what are you expecting? And look at this, distracting the referee again. Sarah now throttling Galloway in the middle rope, trying to cut the oxygen out of his lungs, slow him down. He's in great cardiovascular shape, but he can only hold out for so long before it gets too difficult for him to continue. And Grogan has it, and now Boddington's doing it. Galloway, you would have thought maybe he would have had somebody come to ringside with him. There's bound to be somebody that wants to see Boddington get a smack in the mouth as much as these fans do. But I do wonder, this is Galloway's return to W3L. Is there perhaps suspicion from the other wrestlers in the changing room? Are they thinking, where's this big shot been part of W3L, he's left, now he comes back and walks in a title shot? Maybe they don't really want to come to his aid. I'm just speculating, of course, but there's nobody at ringside, and you would have thought somebody might have come out. But then Boddington's getting involved, and again, there's so much animosity between the two of them. Boddington initially guided the career of Drew Galloway, which is great because they had great success together, but Boddington has his agenda, and when Galloway didn't follow it to the letter, it was turned on. Boddington turning his back on Drew Galloway, and has gone out to try and make his life a misery ever since. And I've got to say, for Allan Grogan, if he loses the title here tonight, I'd expect Boddington may end up getting rid of him as well. And Galloway with the clothesline, and he's sucked it all up. That resiliency he's got, but he gets shot in the corner, and he's going for the bulldog. Grogan with the roll up. This could be all. He puts his feet on the ropes, but it's not to be. And Drew Galloway wants to be the W3L Heavyweight Champion so badly, that's why he's returned to W3L. His only goal, his only reason for coming back. And Grogan, again, the smart strategy. Credit where it's due. I don't like Grogan's methods, I don't like the way he conducts himself, particularly with Boddington, Diamond and Sarah ringside. but he's worked this match so well. The way he has played Galloway like a fiddle. He has managed to throw him on the floor again, distracts the referee again, and it's the people at ringside, Damien Diamond, Sarah and Charles Boynton, that get involved again. It's this 4-1 handicap advantage that Grogan's got. And a leg drop, and Galloway's hung up in a bad position. They've tweaked his neck on the way down there. And Grogan's stomping away on Drew Galloway. And he seems very confident, Allan Grogan, very relaxed. Match is definitely going his way, or so it appears. And, you know, I'm not at all surprised. I think the numbers advantage at ringside. Poor Galloway is struggling, but look, he keeps fighting back violently. Drew Galloway is not going to let this match go without a fight. Fantastic sunset flip. Grogan trying to stay vertical, but he goes down. Shoulders are covered. 1, 2, but he gets out of it. Great move by Grogan trying to stay upright, and he crashes through Drew Galloway, who with the beat that he's taken is not necessarily thinking as quickly as he might otherwise like. 1, 2, but just 2 again. And I think at some point, where does Grogan start worrying that he hasn't put his opponent away? Where is he beginning to get a little worried that things haven't gone the way he wanted and he's not beating Galloway? And the fan just pelting Boddington with bits of rubbish. Really, they're beer mats, are they? But, well, anything is good, I suppose, when it's constantly thrown at Charles Boddington. And Allan Grogan now slowly pulling Galloway to his feet, backing him at the corner. Obviously has something in mind, launch him across the ring hard at those turnbuckles. And taking his time, very methodical, is Allan Grogan. But maybe a bit too long as he runs at the foot of Drew Galloway. Grogan stumbling round. And Galloway moves out the way. Grogan has his turnbuckles. And he's trying for a German suplex, but Allan Grogan turns around and gets caught Northern Light suplex in the bridge. 1, 2. No, but Allan Grogan kicks out of it. Lovely Northern Light suplex. You can see Galloway's working on his athleticism, doing his plyometrics in the best shape he can. It's a beautiful bridge in that Northern Light suplex there. And Grogan reeling, I don't think he was expecting that. He's backing off, begging to stay away. Oh, and Boynton grabs the foot. Look at this nonsense. And Allan Grogan drop kicks Drew Galloway thanks to Boddington and referee Clarence. W3L management need to have a word. I'm sure there's been a couple of potential DQs here at some point, but he's let it go. Again, it's an important match. You don't want this match to have a cheap ending if you really want a clean finish, but there's got to be a line drawn somewhere, surely. And Grogan back in command of this match yet again, thanks to the interference from the floor. Grogan gets pitched off. No, hang on, he ducks under and jumps. Oh, a nice kick and another kick. Just booted Allan in the head. It's like in the Zugiri there. And down he goes. Listen, Grogan knew what was happening to him. Got kicked the midsection in the back of the skull, and down he goes. And Grogan, you can see he's trying to motion the crowd. Give me some applause, cheer, get into this match, give me some energy. And I feel fine. He pops to his feet. Drew Galloway's found a second wind. Who's got that one from? And he smashes Allan Grogan with a clothesline, and again. And you can see the end of this match inside. He's got his eyes on that W3L Heavyweight Championship as he boots Damien Diamond off the ring apron. It's a good way to stop any interference. And he picks him up, and an atomic drop. And off the ropes, and down goes Allan Grogan on the heels of that clothesline. And Galloway in for the cover. Here comes the ref. 1, 2. But Sarah's in the ring. She hasn't interfered, in fairness to her, but she's here. And she's got the title. Is she going to threaten to nail Drew Galloway with that? Oh! And Drew Galloway, I don't need to say anything about that. And Sarah certainly wasn't expecting that. And she's reeling in the back of this one. And Galloway's got hold of Allan Grogan and drives him down face first. That has to be all. And he goes to cover, but your referee is distracted again. Sarah, she's going to be going for a bucket of mouthwash by the looks of things. She's not happy with that at all. Boddington as well. Now he's diving in, he's got that briefcase and he waffles Drew Galloway with it. It's that loaded briefcase, I'm positive it's loaded, we've seen him use it before. And he's down. Both men are out cold, they're not moving. Allan Grogan's been driven face first at the mat. Drew Galloway's been smashed upside the skull with that briefcase. And the referee laying in the 10 count. He's up to 4. Grogan slowly moving, as is Galloway. We're at 6. Is Allan going to get up? The first man to get up is going to win this one. We're at 8. It's 9. Is anyone going to get up? Are we going to have a winner here? No! Neither man gets up! That's it, the match. It's a TKO. Both men failed to get to their feet before the 10 count. So, as a result, I guess Allan Grogan was retaining the title. Drew Galloway failed to win the belt on his first night back in W3L. But it's only because of the outside interference from Boddington and crew. But Allan Grogan is still the champion. So a tremendous match from the W3L archives there. Remember that DVD, the 10-year anniversary DVD, is available right now from the website W3LWrestling.com, a mere £10. It is a must purchase, ladies and gentlemen. But there is nothing quite like seeing W3L action live and in person, and we have 2 opportunities for you to do that coming up soon. On Saturday, March the 28th, we're in City Nightclub in Edinburgh. Last week you heard a couple of matches. Mike Musso takes on Nathan Black. Nathan Reynolds takes on Sarah's going to be in action as well. But the night before, which is Friday the 27th, we are going to be in Gala Shields at the Volunteer Hall. All those people I've just mentioned will be on that show as well. Why not make a weekend of it? Gala Shields, Edinburgh, and then on the Sunday, come to Sportsters for our WrestleMania screening. Details for all those shows and tickets as well available from our website www.w3lwrestling.com. Ladies and gentlemen, get your tickets now before they're all gone. We'll see you at those shows, and we'll see you next week here on Wrestling Showdown.